Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Early morning from Islamabad Lahore motorway. Why I'm recording this video early morning is that there has been a drone, an attempt to make a drone strike at Kremlin last night, I think. And this is very, very significant, although it can be taken, as a one-hour strike. But important thing to note is that this is the first time after World War II that there is an attempted air attack on Moscow, and that too on Kremlin. The way Western media has projected, it was probably a Ukrainian or group of Ukrainian drones which were sent to strike Putin, which is quite absurd, but definitely it has a serious implication in the psychological domain and the information domain. Why I say is that this could be the 9/11 for the Russians because of its geopolitical implications. As you know, Ukraine war has been going on for last more than 1 year, and there's been one-sided, I would say, air attack on the Ukrainian territory. So far, the war is not extended to rest of Europe. But now we have a few strikes coming on mainland Russia or the Russian Federation, which makes it very, very significant. Because irrespective of whether it's a cruise missile or a glide bomb or a drone, it is breach of Russian national security and their airspace and their sovereignty. That's the main thing. And I'm sure the Western media is going to project it to not only taunt President Putin but also to draw some response. And that's what it makes it so much significant. Now, what could be the implications and what could be the reaction by the Russian Federation? Although I cannot peep into the minds of their military commanders or President Putin, but most likely response could, I think, take shape in, I would paint three scenarios actually. One is that there will be massive retaliation, mainly coming from the air, and that could strike Ukrainian capital, as well as there will be attempt to now target the military leadership as well as presidency of Ukraine. Mind you, when this happened, Zelensky was in Finland, I think, so I'm sure they must have taken safeguards. And this could also follow up by a major ground offensive towards the Dnieper River, which, because of now the terrain getting hardened, is becoming a possibility. We are also listening to plans where Ukraine is planning a counter-offensive in the coming days, which I think we've discussed in some of the videos, becoming very, very difficult. But things could actually now heat up. So let's say in first scenario, the airstrikes and counter retaliation, the retaliation remains restricted to Ukrainian territory, and Russia uses, its airspace and missile forces for that. And of course, it could also affect the Black Sea and some of the adjoining European countries. There is also news of Ukrainian forces concentrating around Transnistria, which is the eastern extremity of Moldova, and there's pressure being built on that, actually Russian territory. The other scenario is even more dangerous, as the retaliation starts from Russian Federation. There are chances that the other Eastern European countries get involved. So it could be Poland, it could be Romania, it could be Moldova, and the war could expand. And unfortunately, it has the potential to actually start triggering the nuclear threshold, I would say. But that's scenario number 3, that war, actually steps into the nuclear domain, which is very, very dangerous. It cannot be really war gamed or discussed, but that is very, very important. So this is the first reaction and the assessment. Let's hope the sense prevails and things settle down. But I feel that this attempted attack on Kremlin was to instigate and draw a Russian response, and that response is going to come very hard. Thank you very much.